Hi, everybody. Shane Monroe here with the Vintage Computer Festival in Dallas. We have John here today to tell us about the Replay 7.0 kit. Take it away, John.
Thank you, Shane. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming out to VCF Southwest. My name is John. My partner is Vince. We've been out to the VCF Southwest Festival for the last 3 years. The last two, they've invited us to do how to solder classes and produce a kit to go with it. So this year, the kit is the Replay 7.0. It is based on a Raspberry Pi 02W. It is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. Everything is a through-hole solder, so we're not doing any surface mount devices or anything like that that's difficult to solder or work on. We wanted to do this with the beginner in mind. If you've ever soldered before, it takes probably about an hour to put the kit together. If you've never soldered before, probably takes 2 to 3 hours. Please take your time, enjoy the adventure of building this. That's where a lot of the fun comes in. The operating system is the Recall box. We chose that because it's a user-friendly OS. It is a standard Raspberry Pi distro. So if you do accidentally mess it up, you can download it, redo it. We're trying to find a way to host the actual file, so that way it's more easily, because we did do some custom configurations for the button configuration and the sound and whatnot. This has been about a year in process. It took us lots of revisions or additions. This is our last revision just before production. We will be selling this through my eBay store. After the show, about a week later, we'll be publishing it and putting it in my store. All the shells are produced on ABS. It's 3D printed. So this is like a homebrew kit. Like, we wanted to feel homebrew. We didn't want a super polished, injection molded or resin printed. We really wanted to embrace the DIY, built by your own hands feel. So you feel a little bit of the line layers. The kits, we did 2 different build plates. So the front shell has got a bit more of a texture to it. As you can see here, it's got a little rough. We found that if you were playing this, that having that same rough texture on the back kind of irritated our hands. So we got a smoother build plate and printed the rear shells on a smoother plate. Made a huge difference to the longevity and how well you can play. We chamfered all the edges so it doesn't feel like you're holding a box. So it feels a little rounded, a little smooth. We've had a ton of fun building this. I'd love to share this with as many people as possible. We are only producing 300 total kits. So at the show here today, we've got just at 200. I'm still producing the other 200, mostly through the 3D printing process. That's what we've got left to produce, and those will be slowly produced and put online for sale.
So tell us what these things cost, and how much do they cost, and can you get them pre-built as well as do it yourself?
Certainly. So after the show on eBay, we're going to have it for $200 for sale plus shipping. You can get one pre-built by myself. If you're not sure, you're not interested in doing the soldering yourself, happy to assemble it. It's an additional $50. I will assemble it, test it, and ship it out for you. Yeah.
And one of the big questions that my audience will want to know is, how high up in the console generations can you play on this guy?
Right.
Reasonably speaking.
Yeah, so we've been able to load up to PlayStation 1 on the 02W. So, and it's I've been running Crash Bandicoot on here most of the event. I love Crash. It was one of my favorite games as a kid. So I loaded Crash on here. It runs super smooth. It can do Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, NES, Super Nintendo, Coleco, all the Ataris. It will also do the Apple II emulation. We just have it turned off in the base image. So if you want to tinker a little bit, you can go and tinker on it, turn it back on, and you can find your ROMs. This doesn't come with any unlicensed ROMs on it. It's only the freeware that's included as part of the Recall box software. Of course, if you're familiar with emulation, you know where to go grab your ROMs and then load it onto the system.
And this doesn't have any onboard memory. It's all micro SD card driven, correct?
Yes, it's all micro SD card driven. The great thing about this, if you do want to, in order to get to it, you don't have to dismantle the whole system. There's so many systems I've seen online where you actually have to take the system apart to get to your memory card. Well, we've made it where you can actually just pop it right out. get yourself a little small screwdriver, a spudger. It slides right out. You plug it into your PC. That's one of the reasons why Recall Box is nice, is it lift a readable partition that when you plug it into your PC, it shows up. You drag and drop your ROMs into the respective systems, and then you load it back in, and your ROMs appear right out of the gate. There's no extra configurations.
That's a good split. That's nice.
Yeah.
A lot of these units use two, one that has the Linux-based file system emulators, and then one that has the ROM.
Yeah.
So,
and the other great things we like about this is since this is a Raspberry Pi, it's a full OS. You can put it on Wi-Fi, put it on SSH. You can turn on the Samba shares. You can load everything remotely. So you don't actually have to do the PC to PC if you're a bit more of an advanced user. You can also, since it is a zero, it's a full PC. You can load your own image on here, attach a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and boom, portable computer.
Awesome. And Bluetooth capable, so you can use a Bluetooth controller with it if you wanted to tabletop that guy.
So we've paired this 8-bit DOE controller to one of the systems here that we're showing off. And you can do 2 players. So we've actually run 2 controllers, a Bluetooth speaker, no additional lag. It's worked really great. We just got this controller in before the show, decided to test it out. It was a ton of fun to play. We did the split screen doing Mario Kart. I remember beating everybody in the family. I'm apparently not as good as I once was. I've gotten really rusty.
And what's the resolution on the screen?
So this is a 640 by 800.
Okay.
It is in the system. We've set it up to stretch to do the full screen. If you want to go old school and you want to have the 4x3, you just go into the card. There's a config file there, just like in any Raspberry Pi OS. Sure. And you modify the setting, and you can actually have it letterbox.
Perfect. And not a touchscreen, correct?
No, this is not a touch screen.
Okay, perfect.
This is, you can see it responding there, but it's not a touch screen. And every kit does come with a polycarbonate lens. That was one of the things I really wanted to make sure we did, is like, this is a 7-inch screen. It's going to get dropped. It's probably going to get poked on. It's going to get put in a bag. So I wanted to put a little bit of protection. So there's a 1/16 polycarbonate lens that comes with every kit. I cut all the lenses myself in my workshop. So again, leaning into the homebrew DIY feel of the thing. But yeah, it's been a ton of fun. My 5-year-old has been product testing for me. So he has yet to damage or destroy my pre-production models. He's good at dropping things, poking at it. So it has outlived him. So all the shells are ABS. So if you actually leave it in a hot space, a car, the shells are not going to warp and fall apart like a PLA or some of the other lower end plastics. They're just not heat resistant. So that's why we chose that. And the kit comes with everything. Again, it's got all the components, the image preloaded, all together. So again, you just need a little time, an iron, and some solder, and you're ready to rock and roll.
Bring your own SD card?
No, the SD card and the image is already in there, preloaded.
Nice.
Yeah, we put the base image on there for you. So you don't have to worry about downloading and doing the imaging with an etcher or something. We did all that work for you. Again, we're trying to make it as user-friendly as I can because we want to bring people into the hobby. We want to try to entice people to come and do this and make it easy on you to be able to do it and learn and do something basic.
And how big is the SD card included?
The SD card is 32 gigs, which for retro emulation, you can put hundreds of games on it. I mean, you really can do hundreds of titles. A gentleman I work with does retro consoles and stuff, and his standards are like 32 and 64, and he gets hundreds of games on those for those. So yeah, you can do a lot with this, and that includes the software for the OS installed on it too.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time, John. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Shane. Appreciate it.
Yeah, these are amazing. Thanks so much for sharing with us.
No, thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.